Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about this truck and all the upgrades and modification I did to it to get it as capable as it is now. So yeah, let's start with it. So originally this is a Wpl C24-1. This truck came in a kit version, so I had to put everything together. I built it from the ground up, so upgrading the parts was kind of easy because I already know what to do. But anyways, let's start with the outside. So some of the modification I did was the fenders here. I took a Dremel and shaved away a lot of the fenders because it actually got in the way when this thing is at full squish. Especially with this part of the bumper that used to be here that I cut off. So at full squish and when I'm steering, it rubs. So after trimming this here and trimming away this corner, there's no more rubbing. It actually works pretty good now. Also, there used to be another piece of bar here that comes to the side of the bumper. I trimmed that off too. It looks better this way, in my opinion. So that's one of the mod is shaving away the fenders. Same thing with the rear, shaved away the fenders. And then what else? Got a bunch of accessories here. Shovel, blanket. And then I got these tools. They're actually functional tools. Spare tire. Got some, some yard work stuff here for scale looks. And overall, it looks good. So this is the outside. Looks good. All right, let's talk about the upgrades. I should remove this before it all falls out. So let me take this off. And this thing, I double taped it to the bed of the truck so it's not gonna come off. Except for the tools. I'm afraid this might fall off. But I'll try my best to keep it in here. Okay, so the upgrades. Let's start with the electronics. Let me see if I can pull this out for you guys to see. So this is what I'm dealing with. This is a 20 amp brush ESC with a brake. So right now it has brake. If I flip the switch this way, it's no brakes. So it's just throttle and reverse. No drag brake either. So throttle, reverse, no brake. Flip it this way, throttle, brake, and reverse. No drag brake. This thing don't have drag brake. The drag brake comes from this reduction gear because the gearing is so low that the car doesn't move when you're on an incline or a decline. Okay, so that's the ESC I'm using. And for the controlling part, I'm using a Dumbo RC. This is actually an old model. This is the X4, 4-channel. I think this is one of the first model that came out. But anyways, it's 4 channels. Works great. Got your on and off here. Got another channel right here. Another channel here. Yeah, it works great. It's really responsive. And the range, it's incredible. Especially with my basher trucks that I use this on, I can go real far. But it's also good for crawling too. Really responsive. So that's the controlling part. The ESC was the 20 amp I already showed you. Let's take a look at the bottom. Hopefully the tools don't fall out, or let me just pour them out real quick. There you go. There you go, they're all there, okay. All right, let's take a look at the bottom. All right, so here it is. I'm pretty sure this is what you guys have been waiting for. Okay, where am I gonna start? All right, so the axles. These are WPL axles. They're just as the same as the plastic one, but metal. That's the only difference. And it's actually good to have the metal because it keeps the weight down and it adds weight to the bottom. So the whole center of gravity, lower center of gravity, it's there because of this. WPL metal drive shaft. The links, WPL metal links. The suspension, WPL metal suspension. And then with the suspension, if you notice that it's angled, that really does help with the flex and the articulation of the suspension, especially when you're rock crawling. So angling your suspension is a plus if you want this to be capable. I do it to all the RCs, that one and that one. Steering rod, WPL. The steering link here to the servo, WPL. Basically everything is WPL upgraded. Single speed 370 motor. If you guys want to do some, controlled slow crawling, I highly recommend 370 motor in your WPL because it works great. I'm not gonna lie, I do it to all these other truck here, these two, 370 motor, both of them. If I could fit a 370 in there, I'll do it too, but that's a 24 scale. Anyways, what else? The wheels. I got this on Amazon. It's an all metal beadlock wheels. Once you tighten down the screws, it becomes kind of like airtight. So there's no foam in here. It's all air. Yeah, once you cinch down the beadlock, it kind of holds in the air. It's pretty cool. What else is there? What else can I explain? Okay. Oh, the steering. You guys notice anything different on the steering servo? So what I did was I custom repositioned the steering servo. Let me show you guys. All right, so with the steering, now originally, I'm gonna use this as an example. Originally, the servo sits flat like this. Or here, let me use this one as an example. Okay, originally it sits flat like this. The servo sits flat like this. And then you have your servo horn coming from the bottom. And then it goes like this. Kind of like this one here, where the servo horn come down like that, and then you get your steering when the servo sits flat. And what I did with this truck and also this rig is I repositioned the servo. So instead of it sitting flat like this, it's now upright like this. See that? And then the servo horn is no longer like this. The servo horn sits straight like this now. So when it moves sideways, it does the steering. Kind of like what you see there. And the reason I did that was to eliminate some bump steer. And it did. It kind of eliminated some of the bump steer and it made steering a little bit better. So that's another mod I did, was a steering on here. And that's basically it. So that's all I did with this truck to get as capable as I can, the way it is. Let me give you guys a little spin around. Everything is WPL. And if you guys do want to go with this upgrade, you got to be careful that it's actually WPL. And the reason why I'm saying that is because look, you see this axle here? This is WPL. But if you look at this axle, this is actually an MN axle, which is made for these RC cars. At the time when I ordered it, I didn't know that, but the listing said it's for both WPL and MN, but really it's not. You guys got to be careful. This axle is a little bit wider than this axle. And another thing you need to watch out for is the metal truss. All right, let me put it on the side so I could show you. So this metal truss that holds the upper link, this here is also different from the one on here. This truss on here is for MN. It's actually a little bit wider. If I try to put this truss onto this axle, it's not gonna fit. It's gonna extend a little bit more. So you guys gotta be careful when ordering that. So make sure it's all WPL so it matches with the axles. What else? What else is there? So I went over the wheels. Amazon metal beadlock wheels for WPL. They're actually really good. You can get this entire kit on Amazon. This entire upgrade kit. I'll try to leave some links in the description so you guys could see it and get an idea of what the price point is and so on. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the truck. That's all the upgrade and modifications I did to it to get as capable as I can. And so far it's capable. I mean, just watch my shorts, watch my videos, and you'll see that, yeah, it's pretty capable. I'm really happy with it. And let me show you the batteries I'm using. Okay, so the battery I am using is Urginex 1200 milliamp hour 30C, and also this one, same thing, Urginex 1000 milliamp hour 35C. They all have JST plugs because, you know, something this small, JST plugs, they work great. You know, you don't really need a Dean's plug or a XT60 unless you're dealing with like something of a 10 scale, you know, but something of this size, these miniature crawlers, you don't really need some crazy plugs. JST works great. And also highly recommend this, which is a battery tester / beeper. So this here tells me if the battery is full or not, and this here also helps me save the battery because I'm able to adjust this to whatever volt I want it to when it starts beeping. And I usually put it at 3.7 volts. So when this beeps, that means it's time for me to turn the car off and let the battery cool down. And also 3.7 volts is I guess it's kind of good for storage. I mean, ideal is 7.8, but I don't think that makes a difference. 3.7, I mean 3.8. I said 7.8. I mean 3.8. I don't think that makes a difference. So 3.7, I feel that's safe enough for, you know, storage. So once this beep, I could just turn the car off, take the battery off, and it, you know, I could just store it the way it is. And when I want to use it again, just throw it back on the charger. But yeah, highly recommend this, guys. Get you some. It's super cheap. It's dirt cheap. It's like $2 each. and they sell it in a pack of 4. So I paid like $9.99 on Amazon for it. Let me show you the pack. Here's the part number if you guys are interested. I got this box for like $9.99 on Amazon. It comes with 4 of them. So, and all I need is 1. So I have 3 extras, which will come in handy if this one burns out, which I doubt it. But yeah, and the beeping is freaking loud. So that's good. All right, guys. So that's the Wpl C24-1. Fully upgraded to conquer the rocks. Hopefully I covered everything. If I didn't, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section, guys. Ask some questions. I'll see if I could give you some more answers. But as of now, this is this is the setup for this Toyota Hilux. It's so beautiful. It is. It's really beautiful. It crawls great. I mean, just watch the video, guys. Hope this helps. Cheers.